Hey guys, Wade Willis here for Wade's Weeb Reviews. Hey, don't forget to smash that like button like you're Jin Mori. Now, today I'm going over The God of High School, Episode 8, Curse / Cornered. Alright? This was by far my favorite episode of the series so far. Just everything about it was amazing. Plot, awesome. Animation, fantastic as always. And then the fight scenes in this I thought were the coolest of the season. Starting off with Jin, he's looking for his grandpa. Remember, he got that photo basically of his grandpa tied up and everything. So Ymira's gonna have to fight, and she's fighting first. Dawei, he's still suspended, so he can't do anything. So he's basically just there for moral support. He tells Yu that he's going to be searching for Jin Mori. Jin finds his grandpa. Surprise, it's not really his grandpa. And basically it's a bomb that explodes. Kind of like talks to him before. I'm unsure of what kind of like magic or what's going on with to make this happen. But kind of cool nonetheless. Not that cool because we don't like whoever's doing this, but pretty interesting. So Ymira's fighting this dude, and this whole, like, in the beginning, it cracked me up because the dude is straight up, like, he's chiseled, like, out of control, wearing a freaking thong, and is just oiled up also. And it's kind of funny because when she's trying to hit him with her sword in the beginning of the fight, it's just like sliding off of him because he has so much like oil on him. I thought that was a pretty funny touch to the show. And he actually has her sword because remember she like got it stolen from her. I think it was around the wedding episode. And he, like, you find out that there's like a hidden power underneath it. It's like a legit sword that's super powerful, not just wooden. Then Dawei finds the 30-year-old that's in high school knocked out. And this girl, she kind of has like a Renee Zellweger lemon sucking thing. But the rest of her is so hot, I'm going to look past that because she's wearing the Uma Thurman Kill Bill jumpsuit, the yellow jumpsuit thing. She's packing heat in the gazongas, got a big booty too, and she's just doing super sexual moves the whole time. Basically makes Dawei motorboat her at one point. He ends up like kind of winning, and then she kisses him. I could already tell this is going to be one of my favorite characters. I hope she's in it a lot more. And we find out she's in the Shark Attack guy, the guy who has the aqua colored hair, seafoam green, whatever. She's on his team. So they're going to head up against each other soon. We know that. So then Jin finds out he's like fighting this dude. I don't think we had really seen him before, unless I'm an idiot and missed it. If you guys know who it is from before, go ahead and comment below. But Jin sees that the squad that his team's actually supposed to fight, the Jeju squad, they're like, I think they're dead. It looks like they were dead because they looked like lifeless and like their soul had been sucked out of them or something. So I could be completely wrong, but looks like those fools are dead. And then he fights this guy. Basically has like a doppelganger ability where he can like clone himself and have Jin fight all of them. And this part really reminded me of in the Matrix Reloaded, where Neo's fighting all those Smith and they're like stacking on top of him, and he has to go like Super Saiyan mode. Really similar to that. And I haven't seen any interviews with like the guy. Any of the people involved in making this, especially this episode, but it looked like an homage to the Matrix Reloaded, or just the Matrix series in general. But let me know if you guys agree with that, because I thought that really stuck out to me. Now, basically he defeats a lot of the doppelgangers, and he's all messed up. he's been getting messed up. Bombs have exploded again, I believe. And then he does like that pressure point thing right this time and says he's not going to feel pain basically for an hour. Then we go back to Ymira, and she's basically getting curb stomped by oiled up McGee guy, and he's using the sword against her. She basically, it looks like she has almost like an out of body experience where she like is talking basically like it seems like to herself, where she's like, I need to get stronger, and this voice says like, you're still weak, you want this power kind of thing. Really reminded me of, like, if any of you guys have played any of the Shin Megami Tensei stuff, but in particular like Persona 5, how it works with the personas, where like the person's basically awakening their persona. And to me it seems like very similar to this too, because it ends up being the, and I'm gonna butcher this, but the Sharikok. I'm unsure how to pronounce it because it sounded in the show people pronounce it like multiple different ways, but basically Chariok is how I'm pronouncing it. If I pronounce it wrong, please correct me in the comments. I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but basically it's this awakening, and she awakens this spirit, Lu Bu, which I actually looked him up, and he is a famous general warlord from China, basically at the beginning of the like AD. So I think he died around like 72 AD or something like that. Could be wrong, but I know it was really early on, at the turn of the first millennium. So she gets that and goes ham. It is super cool. She's able to basically call back that sword that was hers, and that guy basically said she didn't have the rights to because she stole it from him at one point and then he stole it back. Now she's able to take it back from him, and then he summons his Chariok, which is like a kraken, huge tentacle thing. We did not go into tentacles like how we do for Food Wars, thank goodness, in this situation. And basically she beats the dog shit out of this guy, chops off all these tentacles. Really cool. I love how they're doing these Charioks, like everything with these Charioks. And it is very similar to Personas, in my opinion. Basically, it looks like they're calling like gods or really famous, powerful beings. She wins. Like basically, it makes her. She uses so much energy, she collapses. Of course, Jin Mori is the one that like catches her. We knew that was gonna happen because, I mean, he's the main character, and logically it makes sense. And the way they shot this next part is so, it was perfect I loved it so much. Maybe some people didn't like it, but there's some parts that are split screen, and it's him fighting this next guy on, I don't know who this actually is because I think that real team is dead or at least incapacitated. So some shapeshifter guy that's taking the form of that other team, and him fighting the doppelganger guy back in that warehouse where his grandpa wasn't really hidden. And Jin Mori, it's like going back and forth, and he's using Jin Mori Original 1, which is like Blue Dragon Kick. And again, the animation is so freaking cool in this part. And it's not a Chariok, I don't think. I'm fairly certain it's not. And really cool. Beats the hell out of this guy, does the Jin Mori Original 2. And we just see he is really impressive. And then someone, one of the organizations says like, oh, it looks like the tiger raised another tiger. So they're referring to Jin Mori's grandpa, basically raised another tiger just like him. Amazing episode. I like how they're doing, like how they did this awakening of the Chariok. I thought was really cool. I'm super curious to see what needs to happen for someone to be able to awaken these. Because Dawei's already trying to like work a deal with the with the chairman or judge that's like not getting paid for basically a year to awaken his. So I'm super curious on how these are going to awaken for other people. Do you have to almost die and accept this, that you're that you want to get stronger, you're not going to give up? That would be kind of cool. I mean, I'm cool if it's different for every different type of one. Oh, and one thing I wanted to note when I was looking up, I did like really quick background on that Lu Bu, and he's known, and this is like in history and fiction, it looked like that he was very known for having like a super temperamental behavior and flip-flopping his alliances. So I thought that was very interesting, and that could be foreshadowing to maybe Ymira not sticking with Dawei and Jin Mori forever. Maybe flip-flopping a bit. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool if the Chariok represents the how the person is inside. I don't know, but that's something to think about. Again, I haven't read any of the webtoon at all. This is just me basing it off of watching the episode.
Hey guys, this is Wade Willis. Thanks for watching my video. Here's 2 other videos I think you might like, and don't forget to subscribe to my page.